The Incredibles Part 3 is in production, and that means that very soon we will finally know how the story of the Super family continues. But if you watch this video, you don't need to wait any longer, because only in the next few minutes you will find out everything that is waiting for you, and you definitely didn't expect to see this. Let's start with the first and main question. Who will be at the center of the story? In the first movie, we get acquainted with the unique superhero costume designer, Edna. She becomes very close to the Incredibles family, although we are never told what the real connection is between her and the family. But in Part 3, this can finally be revealed. You already noticed the special bond Edna has with everyone in the family. Mr. Incredible calls her right away when he has trouble with his suit. Elastigirl reaches out to her immediately when she suspects her husband is cheating. Edna is the only one who managed to handle all of Jack-Jack's powers in one single night. So how could a complete stranger become so close to the Incredibles family? The answer could be that Edna is actually a blood relative of the family. In the Incredibles family, Violet is the only one who has black hair. While this hair color does not match the rest of the family, it matches Edna's hair perfectly. This hints they both could receive this color from someone in their family line.
Fine.
Could it be true? Waiting for your versions in the comments. Before, we thought we knew a lot about the life of superheroes, but Part 3 will reveal things we never expected. The first movie shows the first meeting of Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible on the roof. Later on the same day, they get married and start their family life. During the movie, we learn that they have 3 kids. This moment takes place more than 15 years after their wedding day, since their oldest child, Violet, is 14 years old. But here is something strange. Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible did not get any visual changes during these 15 years. From the moment of their first meeting until now, they look exactly the same. And while many will say it's animation, there is actually a real reason for this. Take a look. They are not regular people. They are superheroes, and their bodies are charged with superpowers. These powers affect every cell in their bodies, and this directly affects the aging process. So the reason Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible don't get older is because superheroes experience a slower aging process. And this new detail about superheroes might be revealed even more in Part 3. This leads to another new detail waiting for us, the new main characters of the movie. Recall how the first movie was focused on the life of Mr. Incredible. He was the main character, and we saw how his desire to become again a superhero led him straight into Syndrome's trap. The second movie focused on Elastigirl and her mission to help superheroes finally become legal again. But here is something important. Jack-Jack's new powers became the second main storyline of the movie, and that was not accidental. The third part will focus on the children's lives as supers. The movie may show the love story of Violet and her boyfriend Tony, revealing what problems teenage superheroes can face while growing up and hiding their identity. Dash might also experience his first love in high school. And of course, we will see Jack-Jack's journey of learning how to control his powers. But did you notice? After 2 parts of The Incredibles, we still don't know anything about the past of super parents, so in Part 3, we may finally find out how the whole story started. The first time we meet Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl is on the roof of a building, shortly after they get married and have 3 superhero kids, but here is what we never get to know. How did Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl actually get their powers? From the movie, we know that Violet, Dash, and Jack-Jack got their powers because their parents are supers. So could this mean that Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible also had super parents and received their powers that way? Yes, we never get to know their original story, so Incredibles 3 may finally reveal this dark secret and show us flashbacks from their past. But don't wait and comment below your predictions on how Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible became superheroes. We all know that no Incredibles movie comes without challenges, so the next detail will reveal what problems are waiting for the Incredibles family in the future. Everyone remembers Syndrome from Part 1. He was a big fan of Mr. Incredible in childhood, but after being rejected by his idol, Syndrome turned evil and dedicated his life to destroying all superheroes. At the end of the movie, Syndrome is shown dying in the plane explosion. But something about this moment feels strange. Syndrome is one of the smartest people on Earth. He built a secret hideout on an island where he created weapons. He was the one who made the plan to destroy all superheroes and then use his Omnidroid robot to cause disaster so he could appear as a hero. Even when Mr. Incredible was fighting the Omnidroid in the island, Syndrome suddenly used the device on his hand to trap Mr. Incredible in the air. This means that he always has a backup plan, so even if we believe that Syndra died in the explosion, he might have been prepared for that moment. He could have cloned himself or transferred his consciousness into a robot in order to return for revenge. But even if this story has a chance, the place of the main villain in the new movie is still kept for one more superhero, and you will find out about this in just a minute. But along with Syndrome, we may meet one more well-known character from the first part. Recall in part 1, Mr. Incredible is hired for a new job. A pretty lady reaching out to him is Mirage, and she works for the biggest enemy of all superheroes, Syndrome. But something strange happens. Even though she is in love with Syndrome, Mirage chooses to help Mr. Incredible escape from him. Could her feelings shift from Syndrome to Mr. Incredible? We don't know. But after this moment, we never see Mirage again. She simply disappears in part 1, but can come back in part 3. Recall how Mirage was able to spy onto Mr. Incredible and Frozone without them even noticing it. This means she is very good in disguise and could stay around the Incredibles family all this time without being seen. So, if Syndrome can still be alive, and he may come back in part 3 for revenge, Mirage can be the only one who knows how to stop him, since she was the only one who worked with him her whole life. But even if Syndrome managed to kill many superheroes, there is one person who may actually still be alive. Recall when Mr. Incredible hacked into Syndrome's computer in the first movie, he found a list of superheroes who were eliminated by Syndra's robot. But here's something you didn't know. In one of the files, we see a superhero named Gamma Jack. His abilities made him one of the most powerful heroes in the Incredibles universe. Because of his narcissism, he believed that superheroes were superior to humans. That's why National Supers Agency warned that he could easily become a villain, so he had to be monitored all the time. But here is the crazy part. Syndrome's computer says that Gamma Jack was terminated by the robot, but that might not be true. Mr. Incredible's profile also said he was terminated after fighting the robot, but he actually survived. So could the same thing happen with Gamma Jack? If yes, Gamma Jack could become a major threat to the human world in part 3 and the main enemy of the Incredibles family. So yes, share your predictions. And if you've watched until this moment, it means you are one of the most loyal subscribers. And you deserve to see something that 90% of viewers will never know. Part 3 can also reveal a brand new scary side of Jack Jack. All this time we supported the Incredible family because they were always on the good, positive side. But this can change. Just take a look at this. We see that Jack Jack has over 10 powers. He can shapeshift into a monster, multiply himself, set himself on fire, shoot lasers from his eyes, and move objects with his mind. He can even increase his size and turn into a metal, which means that he's the most powerful superhero. But here's where it gets really scary. In part 3, Jack Jack will become a bit older. And since we already see that his powers are unstable as a baby, it might get even worse with age. He could become uncontrollable and use his powers everywhere, which might cause big problems. This could hint that in part 3, the whole family will unite to help Jack Jack find his place in the superhero world and learn how to use his powers correctly. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed learning more about The Incredibles Part 3. Comment how much time is left until The Incredibles 3 premiere from the day you are watching this video. It was nice to have you here. Thank you!